This week wasn't really about jealousy. That's just where it started. Because underneath jealousy, underneath comparison, underneath that feeling that somehow somebody else is ahead of you, is usually a much deeper question. Who am I? And what am I actually here for? So this is Francisca. This is my Mid-Crisis Life. And today is Reflection Friday. So today we're bringing the whole week together. Jealousy, purpose, identity, contribution, and underneath all of that, the deeper question. What am I actually here to master? So this week started with something that felt, to me, kind of uncomfortable. Because on Sunday in Crisis Confessionals, I admitted that I felt jealous of my friend. Not because I hated her, not because I wanted her to fail, actually the opposite. I admired her peace, her healing, her softness, her sense of elevation. And there was a part of me looking at her and thinking, why does she seem so much further ahead than me? And honestly, I think a lot of people experience that feeling, but maybe don't say it out loud. Because jealousy has become one of those emotions people think they shouldn't have. Like, if you feel envy, it means you're bitter or small or secretly a terrible person lurking in the shadows waiting to hit at someone's happiness like a Disney villain. But that's not always what jealousy is. Sometimes jealousy is information. Sometimes it is revealing a desire, a grief, a longing, a neglected part of you saying, I want that too. And that's where this week started opening up into something much deeper. Because the more I sat with it, the more I realized this wasn't actually about her being better than me. It was about the way I was ranking us without even noticing it. Like life was some giant vertical line. People above me, people below me, people more healed, more spiritual, more successful, more evolved. And somewhere underneath all of that was this old conditioning that says, if someone else shines, maybe there's less room for me. So on Monday Mindset, we pulled that apart properly, because comparison rarely starts with the other person. It usually starts with conditional worth, that feeling that your value must be earned, that you must achieve enough, heal enough, know enough, become enough to deserve love, belonging, visibility, or significance. And once that belief exists, life becomes a competition, not contribution, competition. Everything becomes ranking. Who's ahead? Who's behind? Who's winning? Who's failing? Who's the master? Who's the student? But the deeper realization this week was, what if we're not all here to master the same thing? And honestly, that changed everything for me, because suddenly I stopped looking at her gifts as evidence of my inadequacy and started seeing them as evidence of human diversity, human abundance, different truths, different purposes, different lessons, different medicine. Because maybe her role is peace, maybe mine is truth-telling, maybe somebody else's is structure or creativity or nurturing or leadership or softness or courage or building or breaking cycles or helping people feel seen. And the problem starts when we compare somebody else's mastery against the thing we ourselves are actually here to learn. That's why comparison hurts so much. Because deep down, you already know when you're abandoning your own path, trying to compete with somebody else's. And the irony is, you can't learn from people you are secretly trying to outrank. You can only learn from them once you stop turning them into proof that you're lacking. Then on Thursday, in Chrysalis Tools, we move that understanding into the body. Because intellectually understanding your purpose and actually feeling connected to it are very different things. And the practice became about remembering, not inventing, not forcing, not performing some dramatic, I have found my purpose movie montage while orchestral music plays and a bird lands on your shoulder. Remembering, listening, softening enough to notice what already lives inside you. And that matters, because purpose is not always loud. Sometimes it's subtle. Sometimes what you're here to master will never make you famous, Sometimes it won't even make sense to other people. But that doesn't make it any less sacred. So, what was this week really about? It was about moving from comparison to contribution, from ranking to reverence, from jealousy to information, because the shift is not, how do I become better than them? The shift is, what is mine? What is mine to say, mine to build, mine to learn, mine to heal, mine to offer, mine to master? And once you start asking that question, life changes, because suddenly somebody else's beauty no longer threatens yours. Somebody else's healing no longer means you are behind. Somebody else's wisdom no longer makes you feel smaller. It just means they are expressing their truth, and you still have yours. So, here's the reflection for this week. Where are you still turning life into a hierarchy? Where are you secretly ranking yourself? Where are you using somebody else's gifts as evidence that you're not enough? And what changes if you stop asking, how do I become them, and start asking, what am I here to master? Because maybe the thing you envy most is not here to humiliate you. Maybe it is here to point you towards the next layer of yourself. And honestly, I think that's the deeper beauty of triggers. Not that they make us feel bad, but that they expose where our soul still wants to grow, where we still want to expand, where we still want to become more honest about what we truly desire. And maybe that's why comparison hurts so much, because underneath it is usually a buried truth saying, there is something in me that wants to live more fully too. So no, this week wasn't really about jealousy. It was about worth, purpose, contribution, identity, and the reminder that you are not here to outrank everyone else. You're not here to master everything. You are here to master what is yours. And the moment you stop trying to sit above everyone else, you finally become available to sit beside them, learn from them, be inspired by them, and contribute your own truth without needing it to be superior to anyone else's. So this week, instead of shaming yourself for comparison, get curious about it. What is it trying to show you? What longing is underneath it? What truth wants to be acknowledged? What gift in someone else is reminding you of something you are ready to reclaim in yourself? Because maybe jealousy is not proof that you're behind. Maybe it's simply the soul pointing towards the next part of you, asking to be remembered. If this week brought up something for you, don't shame it, get curious. Because maybe jealousy is not proof that you're behind. Maybe it's simply showing you what's ready to be seen.